Would you, first of all, Secretary of State, give us an update on the numbers of British people that you believe to be dead or missing in this escalation since the weekend, and what you are doing to assist their families who will be waiting desperately for news?
Well, it's very difficult for me to give anything like an accurate assessment of those numbers that you asked for. I completely understand that there'll be many people who are very, very concerned about family, about loved ones who are in Israel. The situation is fast moving, and we are liaising very, very closely with the Israeli government. One of the things that makes this situation different to others, like Sudan, for example, is that a very large proportion of the British nationals in Israel will be dual nationals who regard Israel as their permanent home, may even be serving with the Israeli Defense Forces. And so to get any kind of assessment of number, we have to liaise closely with the Israeli government, and we are doing so. But anyone that is concerned should get in contact with the department. The contact details are available on our website, and we will, of course, provide support to any family who requests that of us.
What about dangers, Home Secretary? You know, so many British people want to go there, so many British people are there. What would you say to them?
Well, look, we recognise that because of the holiday, the religious holiday in Israel, a number of people had travelled there for that occasion. We are working closely with Israeli Air Traffic Control, a very, very professional organisation, and the air industry to make sure that commercial flights are still running. And although some have been cancelled, there are still a significant number of commercial flights. So we are saying to people, if they want to leave Israel, if they choose to do so, they should do so via the commercial flights that are available, or via the land borders with Egypt and Jordan, which are still open.
Can I ask you about the military assistance and support that you and the Prime Minister have pledged to Israel, and you very much defend their right to defend themselves? What does that support look like militarily? What can the British people be expecting in terms of what we are offering them?
Well, we will continue to work closely with the Israeli government about what they need. Now, obviously, they are a mature, sophisticated democracy. They are a highly capable country. And again, I'm not going to go into details about what they may ask of us in the future, but we are working very closely with them. They know that they have our support. They know that we will continue to work with them to help protect their country and the people of their country, and of course to regain those people who have been kidnapped by the Hamas terrorists.
Home Secretary, a lot to get through, get your head around today. What do you think in terms of you know, what people need? What do people need most of all at this time of the year?
Well, we have to understand that Israel has experienced an unprecedented terrorist atrocity. Hundreds upon hundreds of people killed, children, women, civilians, old people killed and kidnapped. So the international support is incredibly important to them. It's meaningful for them. Of course, they are absolutely determined to focus their response exclusively on the Hamas terrorists operating out of Gaza, and they are very, very keen that this violence does not spill over either onto the West Bank or to the countries on their borders. So we are working diplomatically with the countries in the region to try and ensure that Hamas don't get what they want, which is to turn this into a wider conflict. Israel is focused exclusively on Hamas and Gaza, and we are supporting them in their response.
Yeah, and Foreign Secretary, I know you have to go. I just really can't let you go without asking about the scenes that we've seen here in London outside the Israeli embassy. A lot of Jewish people very, very concerned about the situation. We've even seen one headmaster talking about children not having to wear their blazers with the Star of David on. What would you like to say about that?
Well, the Prime Minister, the Home Secretary, the whole of government take the protection of all people in the UK incredibly seriously, and we know that when there are situations like this in the Middle East, Jewish community here in the UK is targeted. The Home Secretary has written out to police chiefs across the country instructing them to give enhanced reassurance to the Jewish community and enhanced protection to the Jewish community. Everyone in the UK has the right to live in peace and security, particularly the Jewish community at these difficult times, and the government is absolutely determined to make sure that remains the case.